Josh Ford has a tight end name too, by the way. That is we're at the Ford Center, so this fits a lot. Oklahoma State tight end Josh Ford joining us on the program here.
Josh, first and foremost, and this might be a name only PK remembers. If I could picture Jay Novacek.
Oh, yeah.
This is Jay Novacek.
This in this very city? Making reference to Jay
this very
Novacek?
City,
of course, man.
Do you know who Jay Novacek is?
Yes.
Okay, good. Jay Novacek, I'm like his biggest fan, and I was being signed to an agency out of college, and I get a call from Jay Novacek, and he goes, "Hey, looks like you're going to be signing with Frank Bowers." And I was like, "Yes, Jay. I will be." Jay Novacek, man. You got to go watch the film and then go look at the pictures. You are Jay.
But grow a mustache first, like a pencil thin. Then we'd be full Jay Novacek.
Was he Wyoming?
Yeah, he was a Cowboy. He was a Cowboy before he was a Cowboy. You're a Cowboy.
Come on.
It all works.
It's
man.
all works. It's come together, man. Full circle.
It's a perfect reference. Oklahoma State last year. We saw this with Utah, too, because you have a coach who has a lot of experience. Coach Mike Gundy and Coach Kyle Whittingham, those guys are the most tenured in the entire league and two of the most in the entire country.
Two of the top three, yeah.
I think that people look at Oklahoma State and they go, there's no way that an 0-9 season in conference play would happen again. What has happened at Oklahoma State to be able to correct what is outside of the norm for Coach Mike Gundy?
Yeah. Coach Gundy had to change a lot of things in the program, and I think a lot of those changes were for the good. I think we've taken some great steps during this offseason in the right way to work on ourselves, work on our foundation, and get the right things on our platform.
How do you like DJ Tialavea?
I love him. He's a great coach. I like to describe him as a surfer dude, but just a big guy.
Yeah,
big old surfer dude.
He's a massive guy. Intense, more of a player's coach. What's he been as he's come in and taken over?
I mean, he has his intense moments, but very detailed. What I've learned from him is just the details. I mean, I love it. I was saying earlier how he's teaching me the Spanish 3 of the game. I mean, last year I was learning Spanish 1 of what I need to do. A little bit of the play where that's going. This year I feel like I know what I'm doing, know where the play is going, and know what the defense is doing. Just being able to know the game in a whole.
What needed to change from last year? Because obviously it was a season that nobody understood or predicted or any of that stuff, and now everything can be fresh again. But stuff you had to learn from it to be able to change it. Mm-hmm. What would some of that stuff be?
Coming from Stillwater High, I really didn't know how to bounce back from a season like that because we didn't really have much losses, and so just a huge learning experience for me. But we needed to change a couple things, and I think Gundy did that this offseason.
You also changed your offensive line coach. Cooper Bassett is coming in and taking over offensive line play. How much does he work with you? How much do you get from him in some of your pass sets, some of your blocking skills, and what kind of attitude has he brought to the offensive front?
I'd say to describe Cooper Bassett, he brings the energy every practice. We scored a touchdown. He's sprinting the whole 70 yards that we scored it, and he's celebrating with the boys down there. But, yeah, he's great trying to teach us, combo blocks and just all the pass-setting schemes that we have, yeah.
As you look forward to this year, and you were talking about how you guys are going to kick the season off, you play UT Martin, but then you go up to Eugene, Oregon. Mm-hmm. You have a trip to Eugene, and you have a trip down to Orlando to play UCF. That's quite the stretch there. Game 2 up in Eugene is going to be one that people have their eyes on. Mm-hmm. Do you feel like those are games that aren't just like, hey, throw away, you get at the beginning of the year type of games, but do you guys feel like you have something to prove, and that's a great place to be able to do it?
Yes, sir. I mean, I think that'd be a great place to set the standard. UT Martin, Game 1, we obviously need to do it there first. But in Game 2, I mean, we'll do it again, and that's the goal.
Tell me a little bit about Haas Henry.
Haas, good guy.
That's a good football name, by the way.
Yeah, and did I say the last name right?
Haas Haney.
Haney.
Haas Haney.
Not Henny.
Yeah.
Haney.
Yeah.
Haas is a great name.
That's a
But what,
phenomenal football.
tell me a little bit about him because, I mean, it feels like Alan Bowman has been at Oklahoma State since Mike Gundy got there
Yeah,
forever. But change of guard.
100%.
What should we expect from him?
Both quarterbacks we have, Zane and Haas, bring something to the table. Great qualities. I'm excited to see in this fall camp how it goes and what qualities they bring to the table, what attitude of dominance, and how the season plays out. Yeah.
So the quarterback battle then will extend well into training camp in August.
Yes, sir. Of course. It's always a competition.
When you look at what the production needs to be like on offense, obviously that was part of the issue too, is there wasn't like a ton of scoring going on. Last year, that BYU game down there in Provo was one that you guys needed as a program. Then it got kind of just grasped, stolen away from you that last second there. What was that environment like, and what was the team attitude after a game like that? That was just it seemed like it was going to be the turnaround maybe for the team right there.
Yeah. First of all, love the away games. Love experiencing new atmospheres and stuff. And BYU is certainly one of those that is going to stay in my memory for a long time. I remember at the end of third quarter, the lights went off, and I mean, it seemed like I was in a new country. I mean, it was unbelievable.
Oh, with the fire dancers,
fire dancers, and I mean, there was these drone lights. I mean, never seen them before, but it was crazy. And it was real fun because we scored the next play after that. But that was a real tough loss. Totally thought we had that one in the bag, and it would have been nice to have for the season. That's for sure.
What was Ollie Gordon dealing with last year? It just felt like he just, you go Doak Walker and you're expecting a 2,000-yard season. Mm-hmm. What was he dealing with last year?
It just felt like we were struggling to click. We had all the pieces and we had all the players that we needed.
Yeah.
And we were just struggling to click. And I think teams go in those valleys and mountaintops. But, we were just struggling to get out of the hole.
Well, it makes for uncomfortable. It makes for an uncomfortable off season, I'm sure, with Coach Gundy because it's
yes, sir.
Not acceptable for that man.
No.
Does he let you hear it?
Oh yeah, every day. He'll remind us. He'll light the fire under our butts. That's for sure.
Did you ever see the movie The Christmas Story with Ralphie?
Oh yeah.
Anybody say you ever look like the bully?
Yeah.
Farkas?
Yeah.
Farkas.
You've gotten that?
Come on.
Let's get some braces on.
Apparently, you've gotten that a time or two.
No,
Yeah,
listen.
I've heard it.
If you don't, and of course PK is going to be the one to bring it up.
Stay
Well,
with
it's
the
a compliment, man. You look like a movie star.
it really?
Stay with the
I'll
Jay
try that.
Novacek thing, man. Go Jay Novacek.
I've heard
hang
of
out.
Ed Sheeran too. I mean, I've heard it all.
Ed Sheeran. I think you got about a foot and a half on Ed Sheeran.
Yeah.
Like,
You guys have no idea, but if I had hair, it's that color. Like if my hair was that exact color growing up.
Yeah.
And I lost it when I was 8.
So this is what I got to look forward to right now.
Yeah, this is it.
I lost it when I was 8.
Great.
So, would you rather be Ed or Farkas?
Oh. Get the coonskin.
If I had to pick, I'd pick Ed.
Listen, if you got the coonskin cap out though for like a win, let's go.
Yeah.
Let's get it going.
If that's a sore subject, I apologize.
Well, if you're going to find a sore subject, PK's going to find it. I mean, it's going to be there. Josh Ford, we appreciate you taking some time, man. Good luck this season. We love competition in this conference, and I just don't see a competitor like Mike Gundy staying down much longer.
Or Oklahoma State.
And
Because
Oklahoma State.
remember when BYU jumped in this conference and Utah jumped in this conference and Oklahoma left and Texas left, it was like, who's going to be the bell cow? Oklahoma State was talked as being the potential bell cow.
Yeah.
And Mike Gundy was supposed to lead that charge. And last year it felt like it was all lined up to be so, and then, things happened. But
That was crazy. I was there at that
Mike's
Utah
not
game. It
gonna
was
sit
like
there.
110 degrees, and it was one of the strangest games I'd ever been.
Well, it was really
covered.
strange, too, because we looked at it and went, oh, this is going to be maybe a preview of the Big 12 championship game. And it was a close game, and we're all kind of going, this is weird. And then
of Utah, Oklahoma State?
Yeah,
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
The first,
we were
first conference game of the season.
Absolutely.
we
I
thought that
think
was going
both
to be
teams were 3-0.
Yeah, it was
and
wild.
Utah went to 4-0, and at that point we were all thinking, was Oklahoma State the Cam Rising injury game?
No, that was Baylor.
That was
It
Baylor.
was the week
No,
before.
Isaac
played that game.
That's right.
Yeah.
That was bad.
Josh Ford, tight end for the Oklahoma State Cowboys. Thanks for hanging out with us. We
Yes, sir.
appreciate it, Josh.